Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, April 23rd, 2026 today. I'm not at school because it's an in-service day for student teachers, so we get the day off. I have in-service from like 10 to 2 with some breaks in between. So honestly, it's gonna be a chill day as far as like schoolwork is concerned. And guys, I'm very thankful to have the day off of school, let me tell you. But yeah, today, here's the agenda. I got up, I had my quiet time, did my workout, got ready for the day. At 9 o'clock, I'm going to get coffee with my friend Deanne. We're gonna walk over to Starbucks at the campus across the street. At 10 o'clock, I have my in-service for student teaching, and it's only gonna be from 10 to 10:30. And then the schedule says from 10:30 to 12:30, we have personal time. So I'm gonna take it personally for real. And then we're back at 12:30. We go until about 2:30, I believe. And then I have my afternoon free tonight for dinner. I'm going to a banquet, so I need to get ready and dolled up for that. And then this evening, I'm going to a choir concert on campus. So it's gonna be a good day. We have some things going on, but all like good, fun things. So I'm excited. This morning, to open up my quiet time, I read some of Lead with Prayer, which I've talked about in some previous videos. I read chapters 1 and 2 in the past couple of weeks, which talk about wasting time with God and leaders train their soul. And it was really challenging and inspiring. Even this weekend, whenever I was thinking about just like the aspect of wasting time with God, I felt convicted because I so often come to God with an agenda. Even in my quiet times where I'm like, okay, Lord, like I'm coming before you with my Bible and I want to learn something from you. I want to have this new insight, or coming to worship and being like, God, I want this feeling from you of your presence. And it's so rare that I ever just like come before the Lord and I'm just like, God, I'm yours. I'm just here to spend time with you today in whatever way that looks like and not ask anything from him. And so that chapter chapter was really challenging in that way and inspiring. And then this morning I read a chapter talking about how prayer and our prayer lives can be similar to like a training plan, like for working out, where it's like in working out, building muscles, like you train, you build up gradually. You don't just go from 0 to 100, but like whenever you do train up those muscles, it like goes into every other aspect of your life and you get to grow and deepen and do all those things. And how like prayer is something that we need to set aside time to do intentionally. It's not just going to happen. We need to make it a plan, and we need to scaffold it, and we need to be intentional about how we are training our prayer lives and our spiritual lives. And so I also just felt convicted and challenged by that, about how like I need to carve out time for my relationship with God and not just like wait until chance for it to happen. And so one thing that I've been doing this week that's slightly different is in my quiet times in the morning on my drive to school, I've just been focusing on like just being with God and just like praying to him, but not praying, asking him things, just praying to him, just talking to him and telling him what's on my heart. Have spent a lot of time listening to worship music and have just kind of been in a place where I'm like, I want my friendship with the Lord to like come first. And in my quiet times in the car, I've been listening to worship music and spending time with the Lord and kind of being like, I'm not moving on to my quiet time. I'm not getting out of this car until like I have felt the joy of the Lord and have worshiped him. Not that it's all about emotions or feeling, but I do think that like the Lord does command us to be joyful, and he like has given us the joy of the Lord. And so I want to be daily tapping into that and daily reminding myself of who Jesus is and like letting that be an overflow. And if I'm honest though, this is kind of where things shift, is these are a lot of things that I know and I feel like I'm agreeing with, but it kind of feels like right now I agree with these things and I know these things in my head, but whenever I try to experience them for myself, it feels dry. For example, like whenever I read the chapter about wasting time with the Lord and just like enjoying time in his presence and just like not asking anything from him, I like felt so inspired by that. And I was like, wow, like I want to just like waste time with God and just like go on a walk and like be worshipful about nature, or just like listen to worship music and be reminded of who Jesus is. And so in my brain, I'm like, yes, I want to do that. And I see the beauty in that. And I believe that that like can be something that happens. But then whenever I would go like on a walk or try to like spend time or waste time with God, it would just feel like stagnant in a way. And that was something that I felt this morning. This morning I went on a walk for the purpose of just like praying and like wasting time with the Lord. But in a way, I kind of came into it feeling frustrated because I got on my walk, I was listening to worship music, but I just like felt so numb. And whenever it was kind of time where I was like, okay, like I should pray, I was just kind of like, Lord, I feel like I have nothing to say to you. I just feel numb and you just feel really far. And I don't know, like, did I do something? Like, is something wrong? Like, why am I feeling this way? Am I just overthinking it? And I don't know. And I just feel like too, in that, I just have had a lot of questions about like, okay, I know what I want my relationship with God to look like. I feel like I'm aware of areas that I need to improve, but also at the same time, I know that like, it's not about just like a constant self-improvement game. It's about just like simply being with him. And I'm like, and I know that like it's not based off of a feeling. Like a feeling does not mean that the Lord is near. But also at the same time, I know that like our emotions are a gift and can sometimes be warning signals or red flags. And so I feel like there's just a lot of nuances right now in my relationship with God that I'm honestly just wrestling with, and have found myself frustrated at points because I feel like I'm asking him all the questions, but he's not saying anything back to me. And so I just wanted to come and share that. I know that it's not like tied up with a little bow, but just wanted to be like honest because I just feel like I'm not the only person who feels like this sometimes, and just wanted to voice it or maybe help someone else put words to what they might be feeling. And also at the same time too, like I know that even though I'm feeling this way today, I'm not without hope. In every situation, I know that my response should be, and I'm committing to the Lord that it will be, to continue to worship him and to continue to follow him and to continue to trust him. I'll trust my Savior Jesus even if trusting him seems like the hardest thing to do. And so even in this time today, I worship the Lord and I love him and I commit myself to him today, even if he feels far off, or even if I'm not sure what I should do in my spiritual walk, even if I feel like I haven't made it. I'm just gonna worship him and I'm gonna trust him. And I feel like too, I'm like, I know that there's areas that I can improve. I want to train in this way, but also at the same time, I don't want to do something that the Lord has not called me to. And so it would be better for me to just simply rest in him than to be striving aimlessly. I feel like I was sitting on my walk walk trying to figure out why I was feeling this way and what the deeper thing was. And at first I was like, you know what? I think my life has like lacked a lot of discipline. Like I think that I have been pretty undisciplined in like my working out. I think I've been pretty undisciplined in my relationship with the Lord. Like maybe what I need is just like more discipline. But then at the same time, and originally too, whenever I thought that, I was like, yeah, like be more disciplined. Like, yeah, like it felt motivating. But I just like felt also another side of myself being like, I don't think discipline is the answer. Like I think that discipline is just going to cover up something deeper. And so I don't know. There's just a lot of thoughts that are just going through my head today. And so yeah, in a way it's kind of disappointing because I'm like, I have the day off of school and really just wanted to enjoy today, and kind of just like sitting with a lot of questions, honestly. But do not be alarmed. Don't be afraid. Like my hope is secure in Christ. And like, even if I'm confused, I'm committed to like following him and wrestling with the questions. And he is a God who is higher than I. He has more wisdom than I do. And I know that he sees and understands my situation right now. And he's not looking down on me, waiting for me to pick up all these clues. And so I'm just trusting that like he has purposes and that like I'm meant to kind of sit in this feeling right now. And so I want to do that well and not just find a quick fix or a quick answer, but I want to wait patiently on the Lord. And I feel like that's even convicting too. How often do we like actually wait patiently for him? And right now I don't want to. I want to move on and I want to be in a really good place with him. And I am in a good place with him, you know? Like I know that he's not angry with me and I'm not angry with him, just a little annoyed, but I know that he wants me to wait on him and I want to be found faithful. So anyways, again, I just wanted to come on here because I'm like, I know that I'm not the only person that feels this way. I also know that I have a tendency to forget the hard things in my life, being a natural optimist. And so I feel like it's important for me to be candid whenever everything's not awesome. So anyways, but moving on from that, I'm about to get coffee with Deanne. It is currently 8:50 and we're getting coffee at 9. So I have a little bit more time, but I just wanted to share that.
Hey! We're going to Starbucks. Starbucks time. Yeah. We just learned that on Tuesday that Deanne is obsessed with Starbucks and I love Starbucks. How do we not know this about each other?
I don't know. Our weekly meetups didn't inform us well. What are you gonna get?
Probably a cold brew.
Yeah.
What about you?
Either cold brew or brown sugar shake.
Okay guys, we are back from coffee and back from, I went to like a little like educator signing event, and so now it is 10:30 and I don't have to be at my in-service until 12:30. So I need to get lunch at some point, but before then, I'm just gonna spend some time editing. Guys, check out the new angle I got going on. Y'all, I've been super productive. This video is exporting. I got Monday and Tuesday done. So now I just need to make the thumbnail for Tuesday. And then that one is good. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I already have all the stuff laid out. So this has been so fun. Have you guys been enjoying this? I hope you guys enjoy watching my weeks. This is my life and this is what I do. So I probably need to start getting ready for my seminar soon. Oh well, I don't really want to go, but here we are. So it'll be fun.
I'm just not messing with my hair today. I'm going to that banquet tonight and that's when I'll do hair and makeup. But for now, I don't really know what I'm gonna need for this little shindig. These. And then like water. Maybe I'll get my folder just in case. Maybe like a pencil in case I need to write something down. Okay, I'm gonna go grab lunch on the way there. It's 12 o'clock, it doesn't start until 12:30. But I also need to print my day, so okay, bye. Sorry, did you want to come? I guess you can. We are back from the seminar. It went well. We presented some things. Didn't get any footage in there. Just felt like the wrong time. So here we are. It is now 3:17 p.m. I have some things I need to do. I have some planning that I need to do. I feel like in every seminar, a lot of dates and things are thrown at you at once. And so, yeah, it just kind of feels like a lot, but it's okay. I'm going to get myself organized. I don't think there's anything that I need to do. I'm gonna check though, maybe do some planning, things like that. But other than that, chillin'. So I'll check back with you guys later. Change locations. I'm about to get ready for the banquet. I'm gonna curl my hair and do all the things. So let's get started. We are ready to go. Did I spend way too much time curling my hair for it to not be curled like pretty much at all? Maybe, but here we are. So I like how it looks though. It's kind of a natural it's kind of curled, I guess. But I'm just wearing this black dress. I'm obviously gonna put on shoes, but this is a banquet for my work study that I've been at. They are all about service and helping out the community around, and so I think it'll be fun to be able to be there and eat some good food, and yeah, it'll be fun. I feel like I haven't vlogged a whole lot today. I thought that I was gonna have more content to get, but I feel like it's just been like, oh, I'm sitting, I'm editing. I feel like there's a lot of productive things that I could have been doing today, but I chose not to do them because why would I do that? So hopefully you've enjoyed hanging out with me. Been a lot of this room, which is messy now, but here we are. I'm about to go with my friends. Let's do it. Okay people, we're so back. It is now 7 o'clock and I'm gonna leave in 15 minutes to go to the choir concert. So we're gonna have a chill time. The banquet was good, food was good, people were good. The sunset is starting to happen. Do you see it starting? So. Guys, here we are at the concert. Are you guys excited?
So excited.